Hi, we are KJ News.
And some of our awesome classmates are here to tell you about some very cool topics.
So first we have Sam who's going to tell us a little bit about alpine skiing.
Have you heard of alpine skiing? It is racing down a steep hill. Alpine skiing is a sport where men and women can race and win medals. Alpine skiing evolved from a method of transportation used in the military into a competitive sport in the late 19th and early 20th century. Alpine skiing is racing in the snow with skis using speed and techniques. Alpine skiing is started by a gate. The race starts by an electric gate. When it gives 2 beeps, the racer is good to go. And the gate opens. The skier goes down the hill and the person goes around the gates. When the person is at the bottom, the next person goes. The person skiing with the fastest time wins. They go very fast down the hill. The alpine skiing hill is always clean before the race. They clean it by spraying salt and water on the course to keep it ready. One fun fact is that the first alpine skiing event in the Olympics was in Germany. Also the first competition was in the 1840s in Norway. So if you want to alpine ski, find a ski hill and you can sign up for competitive skiing.
Wow, Sam, that was very interesting. I didn't know alpine skiing started in Norway. Did you?
No, I didn't, but that's cool. Next we have Jack doing Costa Rica.
Costa Rica is a small country bordering Panama and Nicaragua. Costa Rica is slightly smaller than West Virginia. It's filled with beaches, mountains, volcanoes, and waterfalls. Costa Rica is also filled with savannas, beaches, and jungles. There are many different animals and over 1,000 species of orchids and a massive amount of plants. Howler monkeys, sloths, jaguars, which are the biggest predators in Costa Rica, live there. Costa Rica food is mild compared to the other Central American countries. Costa Rica's national dish is gallo pinto, which means rice with black beans. Sometimes chefs put herbs in it. For lunch and dinner, people eat casados, which are made of fried plantains, rice, and sometimes a small salad. Costa Rica receives about 3 million tourists a year. People go to see the exotic rainforests and beaches. Aside from nature, people also go to see the National Museum and Gold Exhibit. There are football games every Sunday in May to October. Costa Rican football is soccer for Americans. I hope you learned something about Costa Rica and you may go there in the future.
Costa Rica sounds like a beautiful place, Jack. I wish I lived there.
Yeah, me too. Now we have Jacob doing the Buffalo Bills. I don't like the Bills, but let's see if he can change my mind.
Have you ever heard of the Buffalo Bills? If not, let me give you some ideas of what the Bills are. The Buffalo Bills are in the AFC East and one of the top teams in the NFL. The Bills have 0 Super Bowl wins and are hoping 2026 is the year. It all started in 1960 when the Bills were founded. The Bills started off not so great in the 60s, but eventually the Bills found some hope because they had quarterback Jack Kemp and fullback Carlton Cookie Gilchrist. They won 2 NFL championships before the Super Bowl was a thing. The Bills started getting good in the 90s with their defense thriving. The no-huddle offense helped them win more games. They made it to the Super Bowl for the first time, but they lost. They made it to the next 3 Super Bowls and lost them all, sadly. The Bills have had many great superstars. Some of the greatest Bills players ever are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The Bills have 12 people in the NFL Hall of Fame. They're Joe DeMillier, Jim Kelly, Marv Levy, James Lofton, Terrell Owens, Bill Polian, Andre Reed, Billy Shaw, O.J. Simpson, Bruce Smith, Thurman Thomas, and Ralph Wilson Jr. Did you know Jack Kemp won the 1965 MVP? And then in 1973, O.J. Simpson was the first player in NFL history to rush for 2,000 yards in a single season, and in the same year won MVP and Offensive Player of the Year, and Josh Allen won the 2024-2025 MVP. Here are some fun facts about the Buffalo Bills. The Bills have made it to the playoffs every year since 2019. Did you know Jack Kemp was a politician after his NFL career? Thurman Thomas had to sit out 2 plays in the Super Bowl because he could not find his helmet. Now hopefully 2026 is the year. That is all I have to say about the Buffalo Bills. I hope you've learned about the Buffalo Bills, and maybe you stinking Patriots fans like the Bills more with my facts.
Okay, maybe I kind of like the Bills now.
See, they are good. Okay, enough about the Bills, because Zoe's going to tell you a little bit about service dogs.
Have you ever heard of service dogs? If you did today, I'll be sharing it today. Okay, let's get started. It is a 2-step process. The dog trains for 6 to 9 months. The dog learns to retrieve dropped items and also learns self-discipline. For the second 3 months, the dog learns 50 or so extra commands. The commands are pull, switch, and give. Dogs also learn hand signals. Trainers take dogs to different surroundings such as airports, amusement parks, and baseball games. We also know that dogs have a powerful sense of smell that helps them find people. Assistant dogs help reach, light switch, open doors, or retrieve dropped items. The dog provides disabled persons with independence and mobility. Assistant dogs can ring doorbells, carry packages, or push elevator buttons. Assistant dogs work as facility dogs. Facility dogs work in schools, courthouse, healthcare facility, or other professional settings. So that's all about service dogs.
Service dogs have been around for a very long time.
Yeah, now let's see what Nora has to say about Germany.
Have you ever heard of the country Germany? If you have, this is a story for you. Germany is a very cool country. Fun fact, Germany has a highway with no speed limit. That's right, no speed limit. Germany has a country called the Alps. The Alps are part of Europe's largest mountain range. These mountains stretch from Austria, Switzerland, Italy, and France. Families in Germany are very similar to families in the US. They love to go camping, go on hikes, ride their bikes together, and go on picnics. Fun fact, biking is very popular in Germany. Now let's talk about Germany's history. When Germany started World War I and II, they got defeated both times. Adolf Hitler, who started World War II, was responsible for many lost lives, especially Jewish people. He then took his own life. Those are just a few facts about Germany for you to learn. I hope you liked it. There is more to learn about Germany, but that's all I have for you.
Wow, did you know that some highways in Germany have no speed limit?
Wow, it's so cool. I could go super fast. Now we have Zach telling us about great white sharks.
Did you know that sharks smell blood from 25 miles away? Sharks are amazing creatures, and I will be telling you about great white sharks. Great white sharks have interesting characteristics. Great white sharks can grow up to 15 feet and weigh up to 5,000 pounds. These fish are white on the bottom of their body, and the top is gray. Like all sharks, the great white shark has cartilage skeletons. Sharks have gills to breathe. Sharks have a powerful sense of smell and a large cone-shaped snout. This animal has 300 sharp teeth. They use their tail like propellers that help them swim faster. Great white sharks can swim up to 35 miles per hour. They can leap out of the water. Great white sharks are carnivores. They eat tuna and ray. Other sharks eat dolphins, whales, seals, sea lions, sea turtles, sea otters, and seabirds. They are strong swimmers. They swim under their prey and bite their prey. They have a great hearing, sight, and smell. Sharks are at the top of the food chain, and now we're not on to run into a shark. Sharks are cool, right? That is why I told you about sharks.
They have a lot of teeth. 300?
Yeah, that is a lot. Now we have Alex doing Kobe Bryant.
Have you ever heard of Kobe Bryant? Well, if you do not know who he is, I will tell you. Kobe was born August 23rd, 1978 in Pennsylvania. In high school, he played for Marion High, and then he was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. In 1996, he immediately was traded to the LA Lakers. Kobe had a career point average of 35.4 points per game. He scored 81 points in one game. Now that's crazy. He won MVP in 07-08. Kobe appeared in 11 All-Star games. Kobe won a gold medal for Team USA. Kobe played in 948 games throughout his career. Lastly, Kobe passed away in a helicopter crash in the LA mountains. The news reporters say the weather was to blame. Eventually, Kobe's jersey was retired, and now he is in the Basketball Hall of Fame. I hope you learned a lot of facts about Kobe Bryant. Now I hope I inspired you into liking him even more.
Wow, 81 points in one game is crazy.
Next up, we have Kate doing Caitlin Clark.
Have you ever heard of Caitlin Clark? If not, she is a professional WNBA basketball player known for breaking records. Not only that, she is also a good team player. When Caitlin was little, she played basketball, volleyball, soccer, softball, tennis, and golf. She did a lot of sports. When she was a kid, her parents thought she should do more than just sports, so she tried piano, but she did not like it because it was too calm. She started playing basketball when she was 5 years old, but when she got to elementary school, there were no girls' basketball teams nearby, so her dad signed her up for a boys' team. On that team, she led them to the state championship. Caitlin always played up. When she was in 8th grade, she was playing against seniors. Caitlin Clark got her first college scholarship in 7th grade from Notre Dame, but her parents hid them until she was in high school. They wanted her to be a kid and not stress about college. Caitlin had many D1 colleges wanting her. She had called the Notre Dame coach and said she was going there, but that is not where she wanted to go. She wanted to go to the University of Iowa, but everyone wanted her to go to Notre Dame. She had to call the coach back and say she wasn't going there. She was going to the University of Iowa, but the coach understood. Caitlin had 2 brothers, Blake and Colin. Blake played football in college, and Colin did track and basketball in high school. The Clark family are all really into sports. Last year, she won Rookie of the Year. The Caitlin Clark effect is the impact that she has on the WNBA and the increase of viewers not only on TV but also in person. She actually missed her college graduation because she was so busy practicing with her new team. In 2020, she was named Miss Basketball in Iowa. She is such a good basketball player, don't you agree? At least I think so, and you should too, because I just gave you so many reasons to like her.
Wow, 6 sports is a lot of sports.
That's all we have today. Thank you for watching KJ News.
Welcome to the Super Nations Newscast.
Today we are going to learn about some super interesting facts.
Now let's get into Super News.
We can now start our first presentation with Aubrey Thomas and Pinto horses.
I can't wait to learn about some Pinto horses.
Pinto horses are really cool and interesting horses to learn about. If you don't know what Pinto horses are, I think you'll have a lot of fun learning about them with me. Here are some things I think everyone should know about Pinto horses. Pinto horses are tall animals with irregular markings all over them. They have large spots, which is how you can tell if horses are pintos or not. They often have light blue eyes like the sky and light pink skin like a pig. Some pintos have multicolored hooves and white coloring that spreads from their belly up. Pintos are American light horses, and sometimes their irregular spots are black or even white. When pinto horses are the color black, the horse is often described as a piebald. When the horse is dark but black, the horse is described as a skewbald. Pinto horses were introduced to America by European explorers. Spain brought over barb horses, which other European breeds, including Russian and Arabian strains. Spain herds were mixed with wild horses and were later domesticated by Native Americans. Pinto horses can be all different types of breeds. In the American West, the pinto traditionally regarded India favored as a war horse. Pinto horses have all different saddle types. Tobanian is a type of horse, and they appear to overlap with other animals with more percentage of color than white. Overo is a type of horse and appears with jagged white markings. Pintos traced 3 or 4 generations before 1956. Pinto markings appear in ancient art throughout the Middle East. Wow, that was a lot of fun to learn about pinto horses with you. I hope you learned a lot about these horses and how cool of a horse they are. I can't wait to see what you learn next.
Wow, I didn't know pinto horses' colors provides camouflage.
All those facts about Pinto horses were really cool. It was super slay.
Yes, slay, whatever that means.
Okay, now we have Kayla Comrie on koalas.
Anyways, I heard koalas are super lazy.
Just like you.
What?
Nothing.
Koalas are very cute and interesting animals. Do you want to know more about them? I hope you do. Did you know that koalas are very close to going extinct? Please do all you can to help them. First, I will talk about their looks. They look almost like teddy bears. They have furry faces, big rounded ears, and large black noses. Koalas can grow to be about 20 pounds and about 23 to 33 inches tall. They live to be about 20 years old when they are living in the wild. A baby koala is about the size of a jelly bean when it is first born. A koala's fur also ranges in color from dark gray to reddish brown on most of its body. Next, here are some things that are dangerous to koalas. The trees that they need to eat to survive are sadly being cut down. Also, large wildfires have killed many koalas. People began hunting koalas to collect and sell their fur. All the koalas in the world could die if humans don't act to save them. Lastly, I will tell you about a koala's life. Koalas spend most of their time in trees. They grip their hands and feet to trees so they can help themselves from falling while looking for food. Koalas only eat leaves from some types of trees. Koalas also spend an average of 18 to 20 hours every day napping and resting. I hope you enjoyed learning about koalas. Maybe you can even ask to go to a zoo. And if you do, please remember to visit the koalas. Encourage the zoo to rescue the koalas from the wild so that they don't go extinct.
Wow, I didn't know koalas slept that much. That was super cool.
I'm so hungry I could eat a shark.
Speaking of sharks, now we have Jackson Dowdy presenting What If Sharks Disappeared?
Have you ever sat on your bed after watching the movie Jaws and wondered, yikes, sharks are really scary? Well, right now I'm about to prove you wrong by telling you how important sharks are to our ecosystem. Right now, 33% of sharks are under the threat of extinction. That may not seem bad, but if people keep catching, eating them, and polluting the ocean, soon enough that 33% will go up until there are no sharks in the ocean. This will cause some major problems. First of all, if sharks go, all of the shark's prey's population will grow, including seals, fish, sea lions, and squids. Then all the seals and other animals will eat all of the fish. Then all the other animals will die out because there will be no fish left. It will increase the krill population. Krill is a very small creature that kind of looks like shrimp. Krill will keep growing until they take up all the space in the ocean, leaving no room for any other life in the ocean. Soon enough, all that destruction in the ocean leads to us, humans. You're probably thinking, oh no, how do we stop this? Well, here are a few things you can do. Tell government officials to try to make some laws, don't buy shark products, protest a bit demanding the freedom to the sharks, and tell friends and people you know about the problems sharks face. I hope you felt a need to raise awareness for sharks, because I did while writing this.
I didn't know that sharks were one of the oldest creatures on the planet.
That was very interesting.
Yes, that was so sharktastic.
All right, now we can talk about something actually super cool.
Like what?
Tom Brady, duh.
Now we have Ryan Florentino with Tom Brady.
When Brady was drafted, he wasn't expected to be anything special. He was drafted in the last round, but he proved everyone wrong and went on to be one of the best football players ever. But he didn't just get into the league immediately. Brady was born August 3rd, 1977. He went to 49ers games with his dad growing up. Because of this, he loved football. However, he loved baseball the most. He didn't even start to play football until high school. When he did start to play, he played for the junior varsity football team at Juniper High School. A few years later, he played in college. During Tom Brady's long career, he made a lot of achievements. When Brady got drafted in 2000, he became a star quickly. Brady is a 6-time Super Bowl winner, that's a record, and he's a 3-time MVP. In 2007, Brady went 16-0. In 2017, Brady came back 28-3 in the Super Bowl versus the Cardinals. That's a Super Bowl record. His first year as a starter, he won the Super Bowl and went 11-5. The year before, they were at 5-11. He really was super impressive. He even won 2 bowl games in his college career. Brady doesn't just throw a football around and get paid to do it. Well, he does, but that's not the point. Tom Brady has a lot of interesting facts about him. Tom Brady is tall, standing at 6'4" and weighing 225 pounds. Brady has 3 kids who all also enjoy sports. In high school, Brady was so good at baseball he could have been drafted into the MLB. Brady also enjoys golf and is even good enough to play in tournaments. Because of all these facts, Tom Brady is known as the best NFL player ever. He had lots of reasons to be respected, and I hope you loved learning these facts about Tom Brady.
So, it's Tom Brady again?
Did you even listen?
Oh yeah, he's the best baseball player ever.
Whatever, now we have Vincent with seals.
Seals are so cute.
Hit it off, Vincent.
Have you ever wondered about seals? Seals have round eyes, and the largest species can weigh up to 8,000 pounds. They have whiskers and have round bodies too. Seals have no legs, but they have flippers instead. They have a special kind of fat called blubber. Seals can swim on their stomach or back. They are also fast in the water. Some seals prefer to roll on land because they move slowly on land. Seals can grow up to be 20 feet long, and baby seals are called pups. Seals mostly live in cold places and spend most of their time in water. They mostly live in Antarctica, but they can live in other places too. Did you know any of these facts?
I didn't know some seals don't have ears.
Wow, Vincent, that was such a phenomenal presentation.
Bro, it's very chilly in here. It's like 16 degrees.
Speaking of the number 16, now we have James Marcotte presenting the 16th President, Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln was an important historical figure and truly made every American free. Abraham Lincoln was born near Hodgenville, Kentucky on February 12, 1809, and grew up in a poor family. His brother died as a baby, and his mother died when he was 9, so his father married a woman named Sarah, who moved in and brought 3 children of her own into the family. Lincoln never got a formal education and taught himself by reading. something the rest of his family couldn't do. When his family moved out of Illinois, Lincoln stayed and ran for the state legislature, but lost. So he ran a store with someone, but it closed, with $1,100 worth of debt. Later on, his partner died, leaving Lincoln with said debt. So he became a postmaster to help pay it back. Later on, he started his study of law and ran for state legislature again, this time getting elected in the 3rd place. Lincoln got admitted to practice for his studies in 1838 and 1840. He opened a law office and later on got elected to the House of Representatives. In 1846, he got elected to Congress as a Whig, and in 1858, he ran for Senate as a Republican. He was elected president in 1860 with military experience from the Black Hawk War. He led the country against the Civil War against the Confederate States of America. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of the USA and was called Honest Abe, but never really spoke about his childhood. He worked as a ferryman helper then and grew up in New Salem after he moved out. He married Mary Todd on November 4th, 1842 and got shot to death watching a show. Thank you for listening, and I hope you came out smarter than before.
Wow, that was so Lincoln-y.
Okay, now we have Anna 70 with Golden Retrievers.
Golden Retrievers have all different types of personalities. Like some have playful personalities or sleepy, energetic, and others. Golden Retrievers are amazing dogs. They love playing with people, like catch, frisbee, and other things like running around. Golden Retrievers are really cool, so let's learn more things about them. Did you know that Golden Retrievers have jobs? Well, now you do. Golden Retrievers help a lot of people, such as blind people and service dogs. Sometimes the police and people in danger or people that can't walk. A lot of different dogs also help people in many different ways, such as Golden Retrievers. Golden Retrievers are really helpful in a lot of different ways. Anyways, let's move on. Golden Retrievers often have 8 puppies in a litter. Did you also know that newborn puppies weigh less than a half a pound? Did you also know that Golden Retrievers, newborn dogs, can't see or hear? Golden Retriever pups have very short, soft coat of hair and tend to grow more later in time. Golden Retrievers are about 21 to 24 inches tall at shoulder height. Golden Retrievers have two coats of hair. The outer coat is really long and thick. It is also dark and soft. Golden Retrievers are really lovable and friendly, smart, gentle, and easy to train. They also could learn all different types of stuff. Golden Retrievers are really cool, amazing animals, and I hope you learned some cool things about Golden Retrievers.
Wow, that was a golden presentation.
Okay, guys, don't you love our mugs?
Yep, so good. Anyways, now we gotta wrap it up.
Anyways, hope you guys learned some things.
Peace out, Super Nations.
Welcome to Tutti Frutti News, where all our stories are tutti frutti delicious.
Today we will have some amazing fact-filled stories for you.
We will have Nick talking about cars,
Aylin talking about Kendrick Lamar,
Daniela talking about Arabian horses,
Ben talking about Labrador Retrievers, and Zoe talking about Simone Biles,
Nathan talking about Michael Jordan, and lastly Audrey talking about sloths.
Now we will have Nick talking about cars.
Did you know the first car was built in 1769? A man named Nicholas Cugnot built it. The car was not powered by gas, it was powered by steam. It could go 3.7 miles per hour. Most people started building cars by the late 1800s. One of them was Henry Ford. He was the inventor of Ford. Ford built more than 1,800 cars between 1896 and 1930. The Ford Model T was important because it was built on an assembly line. The first gas-powered vehicle was made in 1886. Today, new type of cars are hybrid. Hybrid is a gas-powered car that has a battery. Hybrid cars do not pollute as much as gas-powered vehicles. Electric cars also becoming more popular because they do not pollute as much. As you can see, cars used to be powered by steam, and now they are powered by electricity. Also, you can see that cars are a big part of our history.
What happened when Kermit the Frog's car broke down?
I don't know what happens.
It gets towed.
Wow, that was a funny joke, Audrey.
Now we will have Aylin talking about Kendrick Lamar.
Have you ever heard about Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar is a very good rap artist. He has won many awards in his career. He has changed some lives with his music, but his childhood has helped him write these amazing albums and songs. Kendrick was born June 17th, 1987 in Compton, California. When Kendrick Lamar was a child, he lived in very poor and dangerous places. There was a lot of violence, but he stayed out of it. When he was little, he went by the nickname K-Dot. When Lamar was a kid, he loved to write stories and poems. When a music video was being recorded near his home, this helped inspire him to make music. Soon the poems became rap songs. Kendrick Lamar's first album is called Section 80. It was released in 2011. The album was about his life in Compton. Lamar had won 12 Grammys by 2018. In 2017, he won 6 MTV Music Awards. You should go check out his music on any music app. If I enjoy it, you will too. Hope you learned lots about Kendrick Lamar.
Wow, I really like how Kendrick Lamar inspires others. Now we will have Daniela talking about Arabian horses.
There are tons of different horses out there, but my personal favorite is the Arabian horse. There are so many cool facts about them and more. Here's why I love them so much. The Arabian horse is found in many spots, mostly in the Middle East like Western Asia, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Syria, and Turkey. The first Arabian horse was found in Britain in 1121. A guy named Alexander, King of Scotland, presented the Arabian horse to the Church of St. Andrews. If you're ever looking for an Arabian horse, they are mostly found in deserts and farmland. The Arabian horse weighs 850 to 1,000 pounds. Their height is about 56 to 60 inches tall. The Arabian horse has big, beautiful eyes and smaller ears. They have a unique feature called mippa, an angle where their head meets their neck. The Arabian horse is very strong, which makes this horse really fast. One reason why they are really fast is because they have very strong shoulders. Unlike most horses, the Arabian horse has 17 ribs, 5 lumbar vertebrates, and 16 tailbones. They have a distinctive shield-shaped bulge known as the jippa. A unique name for the Arabian horse is Kilian, meaning pure blood. Did you know the Arabian horse is one of the oldest horse breeds? Arabian horses were bred and raised by humans, which makes them loyal horses. The Arabian horse also comes in many different colors. Now you know more about the Arabian horse, and I hope you learned a couple things about them.
What do you call a horse that lives next door? A neighbor.
Stop horsing around.
Next we'll have Ben talking about Labrador Retrievers.
I heard they're good swimmers.
If you want to learn more about Labrador Retrievers, you can listen and learn about their history, abilities, and pet companions. The history of Labrador Retrievers goes all the way back to the 17 to 1800s in Newfoundland, when someone bred a Labrador and Retriever. This made the Labrador Retriever, and they have been the #1 position for pets since 1991. Fun fact, in the 1800s, they were actually called St. John's Newfoundland dogs. An ability for a Labrador Retriever is they are really good at swimming and retrieving objects. Another one of their abilities, they are really good at being obedient. They can also follow the scents of many animals. They love to swim, so it makes a fun dog to play with in the pool, pond, or ocean. Labrador Retrievers can help people with depression and epilepsy. Dogs like Labrador Retrievers are sent to a school for 2 years where they learn how to help people. And once they're done with that school, they become gentle, reliable service dogs. They help people with depression by going to bed with them. They help people with blindness by becoming their guide dog. They help people with epilepsy by knowing the owner has a bottle with pills that makes the seizure less intense. If that doesn't work, then the dog will have to lay down on the owner to make sure they don't shake too much. Labrador Retrievers are great guide dogs for people with blindness. They're also a great family pet that loves to play.
Wow, I learned a lot about Labrador Retrievers.
By the way, you look fetching today. And up next we have Zoe M talking about Simone Biles.
Simone Biles is an amazing gymnast. She's done so many amazing things. Today I'm going to tell you about her early life, things about her career, and some interesting facts about her. I love Simone Biles, and maybe after today you'll love her too. Do you want to learn about Simone Biles' early life and how she became a gymnast? Simone Biles was born in Columbus, Ohio. When her and her sister were little, they got adopted by their grandparents. She became a gymnast on a field trip. She went to the gym and tried doing what the other girls were doing. A coach saw her and thought she was good. She also graduated from high school in 2015. There are a lot of things that Simone Biles did in her career, and I'm going to tell you about those things. Did you know she got a presidential award in 2022 for making a positive change on the world? She was also named AP Female Athlete of the Year in 2016 and 2019. She also helped donate things for foster kids. Do you want me to tell you some interesting facts about her? Did you know her husband's on the Chicago Bears? She also has 3 siblings. Her favorite type of food is Italian, and her favorite snack is S'mores cookies. I think Simone Biles is important to inspire young gymnasts. I hope you learned a lot about Simone Biles. Wow, Zoe, that's actually kind of good. Did you know that Simone Biles is the goat of gymnastics?
Kind of good. I thought that was really good, and actually I didn't know that.
Whatever. Next we'll have Nathan talk about Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan grew up in North Carolina. He was born February 17, 1963 in Brooklyn, New York. He had 4 siblings. Michael Jordan is best known for playing basketball. He didn't make the high school basketball team his sophomore year because the coach said he was too small. He made it his junior year. His parents were firm in living. They supported his decision to leave college to join the NBA. It was important to them that Michael and his siblings focus on their goals. He was drafted by the Chicago Bulls in 1984. Michael Jordan also played football and baseball. Jordan was a great player. He was named Rookie of the Year in 1985 and was named MVP 5 times, as well as the NBA's All-Defensive First Team 9 times. He led his team to 6 NBA championships. After he retired from basketball and baseball, he worked as a spokesperson for famous companies such as Nike and Coca-Cola. Michael Jordan played his last and final game in 2003.
Wow, Nathan, I learned a lot about Michael Jordan. And now we'll have Audrey talking about sloths.
Wow, I really can't wait. Do you know what a sloth is? Do you know what a sloth eats? Do you know what a sloth looks like? Well, if you don't, then you came to the right place. First off, I'm going to tell you about a sloth's appearance. Sloths have small round heads and short flat faces. They have big eyes and tiny ears. Sloths also have brown and gray fur, but you may be wondering, why do some sloths look green? Well, it's because of a plant called algae that grows on them because they're so slow. Sloths have small bodies. My favorite part about them is they always look like they're smiling. Next, I'm going to tell you about a sloth's diet. Sloths look for leaves to eat at night. They have a large 4-part stomach. A large meal takes up to a month to digest. Sloths do not get a lot of energy from the leaves they eat. The only time they go to the ground is to let out waste. Sometimes sloths will eat flowers and fruit. Now I'm going to share a couple of interesting facts about sloths. When sloths have babies, they're hanging upside down so that the baby can climb onto the mother's stomach. Sloths can live up to 20 years in the wild. Did you know sloths are excellent swimmers? Today we learned about a sloth's appearance, diet, and some interesting facts. I hope you learned some new things about sloths.
Well, Audrey, that was kind of good. What's a sloth's favorite subject in school? Nap time.
Wow, I love how you said a joke about mine. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed all of our interesting facts. Come back for more Tutti Frutti news.